Good morning, New York. Angela, Daily Bite of Health, and I'm making Sunday videos. Sunday fun day. I just came back from a workout and decided to talk about something that I've recently experienced, and it's about the perfect diet for anyone. So recently I read this book, The Plant Paradox, that are talking about plant foods like grains or legumes that have a lot of anti-nutrients, toxins that might interfere with cell signaling and might cause different inflammation-related diseases and conditions, metabolic diseases, and also can cause a lot of autoimmune caused conditions and diseases, might cause also weight gain, might cause different neurological conditions. So anyway, the book is talking about plants, grains, legumes, some nuts and seeds, some vegetables, fruits, and how they can negatively affect our health. Not acutely, you're not going to die if you eat, I don't know, porridge, buckwheat porridge or something like that, or a couple of fruits, but it's going to affect your health long term, little by little. I read this book, and in the book, the author says that if you want to really improve your health, you gotta throw away foods like peas or beans or grains. And I have this plant-based protein one. I had it because I threw it away, and the protein was pea protein, rice protein, some other sprouts, some herbs, but anyway, and I realized that that protein might be causing a lot of issues that I have with energy. Like, I have good energy, but I feel that it's not my best, and I feel that sometimes, like, I have that indigestion or something, and I couldn't figure out why is it, because my diet is so clean. So I had this protein powder that I've been taking once in a while, and I decided to do an experiment and see if pea protein, rice protein really causes some problems in my body. So what I didn't eat the whole day anything, and then at the end of the day I mixed my protein with some coconut milk and water, and I drank it. Probably it was 2 hours before bed, and I couldn't sleep for a few hours during the night. My heart was racing for no reason, and I just couldn't sleep. And that's how I realized that that protein might be not really working for me, for my body. And it's hard to notice when you eat a lot of foods during the day that one particular thing is not really working for you. But when you do such experiments, when you don't have any food for a prolonged period of time, and you don't have that particular product, like I didn't have my protein powder for a while, and then you don't eat, and you take that protein powder or whatever food it is you want to check, and your body in hour and a half, in 2 hours, reacts negatively, like your heart starts racing. That's one of the, actually, your pulse and your heart rate, if it elevates significantly in a couple of hours after you eat certain food, it means that you have some kind of allergic reaction to that food. And as I said, it's usually not that easy to notice when you eat a lot of food at the same time, but when you have only one thing and that causes that, that's a clear indication that it's not working for your body. And you know, when I was a teenager, I had vitiligo. That is, I believe, autoimmune condition when your body starts rejecting your own cells that contain melanin, the stuff that gives our skin color. So my body was rejecting my own cells because I was eating at that time a lot of muesli that contained a lot of the different whole grains, and in particular a lot of oats. No sugar, nothing, but just oats. With some fresh fruit, I would eat it with some coconut milk or something, and I didn't realize that that was causing, you know, allergic reactions. I would have this like white patches all over my skin. Now I cured it because for a while I was on a diet of like only vegetables, some fish, some eggs, and that's what I've been eating for a while. And then it all disappeared. My body started working normally again. There was nothing wrong with me. It was just my body reacting to those toxins in grains in particular. That what it was for me. And then yesterday I posted, on my Instagram this picture with my protein powder, and I said I threw it away and this is why, and I put a link on my to my website where I talk about toxic plants, toxins in grains and legumes and some nuts and vegetables and fruits. Some of them, not all of them. And there's a guy who said, commented on it like, that is not true, that plants are good for you, I'm a vegan and I'm not killing animals and doing all that good for the planet. And I'm like, good for you, because if something works for you, like I'm not here to say it's not right or it's not true, so are you delusional? No, I just believe that there is a perfect diet for every individual, but also some plants have those toxins and anti-nutrients, and yes, my immune system reacted vigorously to that and started rejecting my own self. Your immune system might be different and you might not have that reaction, I don't know, but toxins will not go away from plants just because your immune system doesn't react to that acutely as mine did. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is if you're not sure that your diet working for you or particular food not working for you, try to make an elimination diet when you eat only one food, or like you don't eat and then you eat only that food that you have doubts about, and see how it works for your body, and then you really know. You can also do lab tests and really figure out if you're what kind of foods you might be allergic to, even slightly allergic to, because if you're slightly allergic, it accumulates and you never know how your immune system is going to react to that slight allergic reaction, and then inflammation can accumulate. Why are we as society like sicker and fatter than we ever been before? Maybe because we're not eating the right food. All these processed grains, all this sugar, and all these bad quality foods. You just never know what's not working for you until you do some experiments and find out exactly what works for you and what doesn't. Like for me, fish works. I love it. Like if it's good quality fish, it works. Eggs work. Red meat, not so much. I just don't feel good. Grains, beans, peanuts, cashews don't work for me. They cause allergic reactions. I have low energy. Like my brain stops working properly. It's just how my body reacts, and it's actually true for a lot of people. It just if you don't check it, you don't really know. So check your diet, what's working for you, what's not working. There is nothing wrong for you. Your body wants to be healthy, but you might be preventing it from eating the wrong for you foods. And I don't believe that vegan diet or vegetarian diet is like panacea and it's gonna save you and save the planet. For some people it works, and okay, it's good for you, but as I said, grains, beans, nuts and seeds, like a lot of people are allergic to them and they choose not to pay attention to that, but it doesn't mean that you're not gonna get sicker and sicker over time, because those allergies accumulate and can cause metabolic syndrome, can cause weight gain, can cause blood sugar disorders, can cause arthritis, Alzheimer's, Parkinson. All those things, they're actually allergic reactions or inflammation reactions to some food you're eating or to a lifestyle factor, like, I don't know, you might be exposed to radiation or something. So the thing is, always experiment with your diet, because what you're doing now might not be the right thing, might not be the perfect thing for you. If it's not working, drop it, because you're here to live with the most energy, with the most vitality than you can ever have. And if it's something is in the way of that, just drop it. But you never know what to drop until you try to eliminate one thing at a time. So if you have any question how to do that elimination diet and find out what you're allergic to and what might be causing allergic reaction, weight gain, inflammation. Send me a question, comment underneath this video, and stay healthy. And go and work out, exercise. All this helps your body to be better, to feel better, and have more energy, have more health, have more vitality and longevity. So I did work out. Go and work out too. Angela, Daily Bite of Health, Power of Self-Experiments, and Toxic Plants, and check what food's good for you. And I'll see you on Monday. Have a beautiful day.